Welcome to TomsAviation. Please enjoy the next video and also subscribe.
So hello to everybody, I am Wright Brothers from Volocopter and I'm the head of flight test. We are here at Oshkosh 2021 and flying for the first time in manned configuration, so the aircraft is piloted. Very excited about it. This version that we have here behind us of our new air taxi is in the autonomous configuration of the future. However, our first model will be piloted. So I will show you around a little bit if you would like. We plan to be operational by 2023, 2024, going through a development and certification program of the vehicle that you see in the background here. So this version of the vehicle is in the future autonomous configuration. So it is configured for 2 passengers who will be able to monitor their own flight while traveling from A to B. So the range of the vehicle is planned to be 35 kilometers during a duration of about 35 minutes, intended to be centered around the cities only. So the vehicle can travel at between 45 and 55 knots, so up to about 100 kilometers per hour. So the VoloCity is an urban air mobility vehicle, i.e. a taxi which would transport you from A to B in the cities, and you are of course allowed to bring some luggage along. So we'll open this up. And this would be your luggage compartment up to a certain limit weight, of course. Nothing can fly vertically without power. Okay, so the VoloCity is powered by nine batteries, which I'm going to show you. And these 9 batteries power 18 motors. So the safety of the vehicle and the baseline design is ensured by redundancy via these 18 rotors. And I'll show you what one of the batteries would look like when unloaded. They are approximately this length, and then reloading would be pretty fast. So the 18 rotors that we have installed are for redundancy purposes to meet commercial level certification standards. Each motor has a fixed pitch rotor attached, and half of them are inclined to one direction and the other half to the other direction in order to provide your authority in the horizontal axis. You may notice that our cross beams and the rotor rings are profiled to provide additional lift in the cruise phase of flight, and this is to alleviate the motors and therefore use less energy from the motors in the cruise configuration. This affords us the additional range up to 35 kilometers. We're very excited to be here at Oshkosh this year, having been here only with a static display in the past. This year we believe we were the first ever to fly an eVTOL in manned configuration, in other words piloted. And you can check out all our cool videos on volocopter.com or visit the many stories about us on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and many more. Do you want to get a shot of it being opened?
Thank you for watching and see you soon on board of our VoloCity.
Today is a historic day here at the Mercedes-Benz Museum. We have shown the first flight of the Volocopter, so a VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing, demonstrating what mobility in the third dimension could look like in the future. Benefit of the Volocopter is adding, in this case, the third dimension, going through the air in a very uncomplicated way, solving traffic situations, adding a use case for many customers that need to get from one point to another in a very short period of time. This is an exciting segment that we think could grow in the next 10 years.
I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to showcase the Volocopter to a broader audience, to conduct the first ever public flight in Europe. I am very proud of what my team has accomplished over 8 years. We now feel we're very close to market introduction of the technology, and I think we've really helped a lot to create this emerging industry.
The wish of being mobile, to be transported from one place to another, has been there with the humanity for ages. And what we are offering over here is what is the next generation of the mobility. This is the autonomous vehicle. It's based on the CO2 neutral. We also want to have a more electrification. We also have a fuel cell. We are also going up in the air with the Volocopter. So what we are trying to do with the future of mobility is any kind of an idea which one can perceive how the human could be moved from A to B. We are working on all those ideas over here. Today, people in Stuttgart, in Baden-Württemberg, in Germany, and from anywhere in the world, they can see that very closely to experience that.
Backing by Daimler, first and foremost, gives us a lot of credibility. Right? There's a lot of projects similar to Volocopter that have similar claims and so on around the world that do not have that traction.
We know that individual mobility is something very valuable and that this individual mobility needs to become sustainable. The Volocopter is sustainable. It's battery electric driven, and if using electricity from renewable sources, we're talking about the CO2-free flight here.
We're very proud to have shown for the first time the operation of an air taxi at an international airport. And this has been part of a European-funded technology development project that aims to integrate drones, air taxis and legacy aircraft into the same airspace.
It was very special for me to fly the Volocopter today on an international airport. Especially exciting to fly this new technology in between these legacy technologies like these big transport airplanes and helicopters.
Okay, they want to see it fly, don't you? Okay, we'll make it happen. As I already started, flying a Volocopter inside this theater, live on stage, does come along with some challenges. So, in order to pull off that stunt, we had to put some safety measures in place. But I'm confident you will still be able to enjoy it and get a feel for it. Okay, let's let it fly.
Bye.